So our buddy Leo asked us why we never do any comedy reviews, and I guess it's just because there's more gory movies than funny movies.
Yeah. Also, I think, it's really hard to make a comedy. It's probably easier to make a horror movie.
Yeah, so there's like all these obscure horror movies, whereas there's not that many funny movies. But we do like comedy shows, so we're gonna show you some of our favorites. Do you want to start?
All right. In no particular order, how about we'll start with Lucky Louie. This show is with the comedian... Wait, Louis C.K. I was thinking Louis Armstrong for some reason. Louis C.K., who was a writer for the Chris Rock show, and he's hilarious, and he did this show, and, they did it live, and it's like him...
It's like a sitcom. It's supposed to be like Married with Children.
him and his wife and his daughter, and they're, like, kooky friends, and the girl's really cute in it, and the wife, like... I don't know. I have a thing in TV shows and movies. The wife's always a bitch, and I don't know why. It makes me mad. But she's not that bad.
That's why she tries to be really sweet in the Ricky Shore skits.
Right. Because why does it always have to be like that? Anyway.
It makes it funny, I guess. This is supposed to be like Married with Children or something that would be on like Fox, like a really raunchy comedy, but the thing is it was made on HBO, so they're just like, fuck.
It's hilarious.
It's the rudest show of all time. Lucky Louie is absolutely fucking hilarious. Anyway, so...
Next.
Okay, so I'll do... Well, one show that I was really into growing up was The State. And, like, they just recently released it on DVD, I think. I mean, those skits are pretty funny. I mean, the guys were pretty young when they made it, but, like, David Wayne went on to direct, like, What Hot American Summer, which is...
David Wayne.
That's a hilarious movie. Yeah, David Wayne rules. His web series, Wayne Days, is funny. And, like, Stella, his show with... Michael Showalter and Michael Ian Black is so fucking funny. I saw Stella live and I was just like dying laughing, and like we downloaded a Comedy Central Presents of Stella, and we watched it last week, and it was so fucking
And they
funny.
have a new show, Michael Showalter and Michael Ian Black, called with like Michael.
Yeah, we downloaded an episode, but we haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, should be good. Okay. The Office. The Office is one of the few network shows that are on right now that we think is funny. But you can't beat Michael Scott. He's the best. He's hilarious. I don't know, Pam and Jim, sometimes they don't really do it for me, but I love everyone else.
Yeah, I don't really
Angela,
like those characters either.
Kelly. I love Kelly.
I like Michael Scott. It's the funniest.
He's the best. Dwight's awesome.
Character ever. I think he's a lot like Homer Simpson. I even think The Office might go through old Simpsons episodes and like find plots and try to like give them to Michael Scott, and I'm not blaming him for it. It's the funniest show ever.
And they say if you don't know a Michael Scott, you are a Michael Scott. So.
You're Michael Scott.
No, I'm not. Alright, your turn.
Alright, this is Wonder Chosen. This is a weird show. It was on, I think it was on MTV. They put it like with Andy Milonakis' show. I don't like Andy Milonakis very much, but this show fucking is hilarious.
Crazy.
Wonder Chosen is awesome. It's like just so weird. I mean, if you can find some clips on YouTube, I highly recommend checking them out. If you can find the DVDs, they're really fucking funny. It's just the weirdest shit ever. It's like supposed to be a kids show, it's supposed to be like Sesame Street, but it's just like
fucked up.
It's funny though.
Couldn't show that to kids. Alright. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Hilarious. I love this show so much. Larry David is genius. And I like how it's just, they try and make it really real. Like, they don't write lines. It's mostly improvised. They just have, like, an idea of where the show's going to go, and they just kind of improv off each other like we do. So it makes it realistic. And here's another one where, sometimes the wife's a bitch, but she's also funny.
She's funny. One thing that we were just talking about earlier is like that Seinfeld was totally like 90% Larry David. Like the reason why I think Jerry Seinfeld quit that show is because Larry David left, and that's the case with most really great things. Like Ren and Stimpy came from John Kay, and when they fired John Kay, Ren and Stimpy just became shit. And like really like even like Alien or like the movies Aliens, that look of the alien was totally H.R. Geiger. Like usually really great things just come from one person, and this guy fucking is hilarious.
Yeah, and they're good actors in it too. I love Susie. She's my favorite.
Yeah, she's really funny.
What's next? South Park? South Park. Well, Yeah, I didn't really used to watch it. Like, I saw the movie when it came out and I bought it and I thought it was really funny, but I wasn't like a consistent watcher. And then we started dating and there was a new season on, and so Alex kind of reintroduced me to South Park, and it's the best. I mean, man, they offend everybody.
Yeah,
but in
like
a good
if you
way.
want to talk about shit talking, like these guys are fucking assholes. I'll bet Trey Parker has like snipers around him because he's like fucking like got like Death Watch. I mean, like this show is amazing though. I mean, like they made fun of Michael Jackson first, and like you know.
Everything.
I was into it when it first came out. Like I was big into Cannibal the Musical, and my friend Chris was really into South Park like the first couple seasons. But then I stopped watching it. But then when I was living in Chicago, I'd go over to my buddy Chris's house, and you just have like them all downloaded every week, and I'd be like, oh, I'll play it. And like around like the 5th season, like when Jimmy was introduced and their new contract started, like that's when I think the show got like really fucking funny. This is one of our favorite shows. Unfortunately, Marissa hasn't been able to see all the episodes because the whole series hasn't been released on DVD. You can get the first season. Yeah, and you can get the best of the Larry Sanders Show. And the Larry Sanders Show...
6 discs, right?
It's long, but it's not the whole show.
All of it.
I mean, everyone was on this show. Bob Odenkirk, Sarah Silverman, Scott Thompson, Jeremy Piven, Jenny Garofalo. Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld. I mean, this is like the funniest fucking show ever made. This is where like Entourage comes from, and like this is on HBO, like in the 90s.
30 Rock.
30 Rock. It's the same writers and shit. This is the fucking this is my favorite show. I mean, personally, like I think I was commenting on some people's pages because I noticed a bunch of people did these like top 10 favorite TV shows, and I forgot this, and this is my favorite show. So let me just say that right now. The Larry Sanders Show is fucking awesome. And she was like kind of not into it at first, and I was like, just watch it, just watch it.
It took a while to get into it, but then by the end, I didn't want it to end. I was so sad when we got to that last episode. We were like saving the last episode because we didn't want to watch it and not have any more.
Yeah.
Maybe someday they'll put it all out.
Hopefully. It's an awesome show. You can get the best of on iTunes, I think.
Last but not least.
Oh, yeah. This show is awesome. I saw them live in Detroit, Kids in the Hall. I think, I don't know, like, we're from Detroit, so, like, we got... I would get, like kind of related to this. Like, a lot of their outdoor skits are, like, real snowy and stuff. And, like, I don't know, like, there's some funny Canadians, and, like, these guys are the funniest. And Bruce McCullough is a fucking genius. The guy is just one of my favorite people. He's so fucking funny. And Kids in the Hall fucking rules. We were watching it the other night, and I was, like, laughing so hard. So I think that's it. Oh, no, one more.
Oh, Get a Life.
Yeah.
Get a Life's hilarious. It's Chris Elliott. It's kind of corny, but it's hilarious. And
it's not corny at all.
In a good way.
Get a Life
really
is one of my favorite shows too. I watched it when it was first on when it was on after The Simpsons, which we don't have, but
that's an honorable mention.
Yeah. Get a Life though is awesome. Chris Elliott, Adam Resnick. They created this show. They went on to make a Cabin Boy, the movie, which like bombed and everyone thought sucked. But I actually think Cabin Boy is pretty fucking funny, and Get a Life is. So those are our favorite TV shows. We like some other ones, but those are our funniest TV shows. Right. Thanks.